and if you're wondering what's going on down in Cincinnati,
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
Karmicx, a man of many names. If you're wondering what's going on down there right now, here it is. Okay, let me act it out for you. Please let me watch Pat Dixon's show. Please let me watch it. No, it's past your bedtime, and you know you're not allowed to watch Pat Dixon's show. Come on, please. Okay, go brush your teeth and get your jammies on. You can watch the first 15 minutes. Kidding, of course. Not allowed to watch any of it at all, not even the first 15 minutes.
I don't give a fuck.
But you are allowed to watch it. And that is, if you want to know what I'm talking about, here it is.
F. Young. But as you're going to meet your wants and needs, drop FG. Well, I told her not to watch Pat Dixon's show, but she refuses to not watch it. So there. She told me not to watch it anymore. And I abided by that rule, but she still wants to watch it. So I'm done with everybody. F. Young.
F. Young. Thank you for the question. So, not allowed to watch, and you wonder, why would that be? You know, I mean, like, there's lots of more adult programs out there, you know, that use a lot more, I don't know, like salty language. You know, there's no nudity on here. No pro-drug message or anything like that. Nothing that would take him out of his budding new sobriety, if you believe. I think it's California sober, but I digress. It's strictly, excuse me, let me modulate that properly. That sounds about right. It is that, geez, the only thing I can figure is that it's not all as bad as she wants to present it as, you know. She likes for him to think that I, fuck-faced Moggy, am over here really running her down, causing all sorts of problems, saying all kinds of nasty shit. Well, nothing can be further from the truth. Yours truly doesn't do that. You won't hear any of that from yours truly. Maybe a little. Jeez, I mean, what do you want me to say? You know, I mean, like, not a lot, though. I mean, like, look, it's not that I'm not going to make fun of Karmic. I mean, you know, like, but certainly, I think that I'm probably the lightest on Karmic of anybody. I mean, I can look and see the truth, that's for sure. I have a perspective on it.
I like to fight back. I do. It's fun, people. I advise everybody to fight back. If somebody's giving you grief, give it back. Fuck this piece of shit. Fuck him where he shits. And do it right. Right point.
Fuck him where he shits. Is that ambiguous? It's fucking... That's... Why? Why do we have to fuck him where he shits? Ugh. And you can tell by the way he says that. That's not the first time he said that, right? So, like, if somebody's giving you grief, you fuck him where he shits. That'll teach him. That'll show the guy. Or will it? Look, I mean, it's one of those disgusting sound. Another one of the disgusting things that he says. It's all right. What am I supposed to do? I'm only one man here. You know, I can't. Why do I have to reveal all this stuff? I know it's a detailed look and everything, but you know, one thing about Karmic, when he does want to fuck you, fuck him where he shits.
I like to ease it in, people. Yeah.
Hit the like button, and we'll proceed on with this stuff. I've got more clips, and we'll look at some of those in a very near future. Even in this Dabbleverse, they really do think that they have these terrible situations in lives, and or that like, oh my God, things are so hard for me or whatever. I don't know. They think that Karmic is a great example. Karmic gets everybody very whipped up emotionally. And he does it in a few different ways, but these are ways that typically attract money. Yeah, I'm so sad. I don't doubt that he was sad on Sunday. Let's not be ridiculous. He was all messed up. He had a reason to be. He was exposed. It didn't look good for him. And he'd lost the old confidence there for a second, let's say. But man, did people send money after all the shit. After all the shit that he said about them, personally, some of them, doesn't matter.
Just do it. Simple as that. If you want to see a king, you're fucking looking at one right now, motherfucker. Get it right.
There's your king. And don't forget it. The man is your king. I don't know. It doesn't make me feel a great deal, but like the shit that makes me feel that he does, and I'm not immune to it. There's something a little bit emotionally involving with it, because maybe there's just something for everybody. You got a sad sack, you got a drug addict / alcoholic, apparently. And you have a situation where maybe people think he's being used. And so, like, people get these things all stirred up. It doesn't really matter if somebody is being used or not. If they're using each other is what I'm trying to say, for different things. So there's really not a good guy, bad guy in the situation with Ron Fuddle and Karmic. There's just, two people, two very, maybe some would argue, very flawed people. Remember, I was saying Karmic was getting to be like Joe Biden. Here's more evidence.
Pizza shit. Why are you shitting on this nice sentiment that Ava thrown towards me by adding that type of malarkey? I'm in a relationship. Pizza shit. Why are you shitting on this nice sentiment that Ava thrown towards me by adding that type of malarkey? I'm in a relationship. Pizza shit. Why are you shitting on?
I'm in a relationship. That was the reason for not 69ing with Ava, because he's in a relationship, you see. That's the first and foremost thing. I can't be 69ing with everybody. I am in a relationship. Good stuff. Good stuff. Why do you have to do that? Well, the guy's name's Pizza Shit. So he probably does it because he's a pizza shit. Isn't that the idea? I don't know how interesting or how boring Karmic Stream has become now as a result of being over down in Cincinnati with Ron Fuddle. But I will say this. I don't, to me, the next day after he did this, right, when he got down there, he's like, oh my God. He's like, oh my God. Nobody was really sending money the way they did before. I mean, certainly not the way they did the previous day. Obviously, you can't do that all the time. Everybody's trying to bail him out and tell him things that he either should know or he already kind of does know. And, they thought he was really in danger, and that's part of the manipulation. People are sending in, and I talked about this the other night, all these, donations and shit. And he's like, no, I'm still down. Everybody hates me. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. They send in $10, $20. Not enough. I'm still a failure. Little more. Gets up to a certain amount. All this feedback. Next thing you know, dancing. Has a couple of conversations, gets all this attention. Now his life is so much better. Oh, my God. On MLC today, somebody goes, hey, but wait, he dumped her yesterday. He dumped her on his stream. No, he didn't, my friend. What are you talking about? It ain't over there until it is fucking over. I even said it. I said, this is not over by any means. And there he was the next day. Flying. Same day plane ticket. That's where all your money went, by the way. All you donators to the Karmic cause. You're like, hey, man, fuck her. She shouldn't treat you that way. Dude, you're better than that. You deserve more. We're going to help you out. Even Mersh over there giving him the good advice. Goes out of his way to come over. Not only does he help him and encourage him to get honest, not only does he encourage him to stop lying to his audience and stop lying to his girlfriend, he even said, hey, man, we're going to be accountability bros. Accountability. Account-buddies. Was that what it was? I don't know. It's trademarked anyway. I'm probably not allowed to say it. We had a fish lunch. But now I owe Mersh a nickel, and now Karmic owes his fans an apology because he took, not only fans, he owes Mersh a fucking apology, owes Rocco a fucking apology. They're like, hey, man, maybe you need to cut bait, and we'll find you a new girl. And she comes on. And all she has to say is, I will still support you if you want. I mean, she sounded like a drug counselor the whole time they were on the phone. I mean, she never did sound soft or encouraging or, what I would consider to be sweet. I didn't hear a lot of kindness. All I heard was a lot of, drug counselor talk. Be your support group, and you have a lot of negative, you have a negative what was that? Negative self-talk or something like that. Yeah, and she's telling him, I will be your support. I will support you, and I will help others. I'll find others, professionals who know what they're talking about. Not like these assholes. Not like these other people who tell you to break up with me. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Real professionals. I mean, there's different ways, I guess, if you want to get out. You don't really need a dedicated counselor and stuff like that. What you need is to hit bottom. And bottom can be anything, right? But for Mr. X Live, he's like, well, I can't do this. This is what he told her. I can't do this. I thought I could, but I have failed. Now, he's ready to give it up at that point. I mean, we could watch the conversation, but you guys remember it, don't you? We need to stop. He just is like, I have failed. I'm ready to give up on this. This is not for me. I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. Well, I lied. I said I was doing it for me, and I was really doing it for you. And he was. He was doing it in order to be with her, sure. He makes a distinction between that, between doing it because I wanted to be with you and doing it for you. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because I want to be with you. And there is kind of a distinction there. It's not like he's doing her a favor. He wants to be around her, and he doesn't see why he should have to give anything up in order to do that. Fine, that's you really shouldn't do it that way. But if you say that you're doing it and you're doing it for you, which he really was kind of doing it for him, selfishly, because he didn't really do it. He did it for 4 days. I'll give him that. I'm pretty sure that he was 4 days without any kind of a drug. So our friend Karmic says, I'm ready to I couldn't do it. I failed. You don't want this in your world. He had basically been away from her for so long. I think he forgot how good it was. And so, if she's going to laugh at me while the puppet calls me a retard, what good am I getting out of this, you know? What good is this if I have to fuck with it so hard? If this is no good. She ain't around. I'm not getting laid. I'm not going to be, you know, he's not getting smoothed down the way he needs. And she's not even really being apparently all that nice to him on shows and stuff. He felt offended. You know, she wanted to give him an IQ test and shit. He never condemned her for any of that, really. He would say he hates everybody and leave and include her, but he wouldn't be like, yeah, man, what the fuck? Why does she want to see an IQ? He's like, oh, she was just flowing with it, you know. She was going with the element. But she didn't accept that he was ready to just give up on it, you know. I mean, I think that was when, I mean, because, look, a person has to be independently ready to do this. It isn't so much. It isn't so much like that. Like, oh, okay, with your, you know, go ahead, I'll do this or whatever. It's not like that at all. It's that you're supposed to want to do it on your own, want to, not, you know, like we've reached a mutual decision. Because she goes, well, I think you're ready. You know, when you're ready to do it on your own, which I think you are. What do you mean you think he is? What do you mean you think he is? He just told you he can't do it. I can't quit. I failed. Excuse me if I yelled too hard there, but I failed. I've given up. I'm not into the. I can't meet your standard. I'm ready to just fucking call it a day, and best of luck. That's what it sounded like to me. So when she says, yeah, I think you are. When you're ready, and I think you are. That is just her making the decision. It's at least telling him, you know, what she thinks the optimum decision is supposed to be.
J Mo's a bitch. That's all I can tell.
Yeah, but what about you, Gilly not saying you're her boyfriend and you're not on coke? But so she knew you were live, and then she went on somebody else's show, and then she wouldn't confirm that you were her boyfriend.
Yeah, she didn't want to play their game, so she didn't.
Well, why did she go on the show?
Well, she's got a stream to promote, I think, so.
So she went on Mr. Kill Everything show to promote her fucking stream.
We did talk about it last night.
When? After you were done?
Yeah, after.
And what words were exchanged? Did you call her the C word? Like, I would have.
No.
Are you afraid of her? Did she give you some kind of timeout?
She's a 20-year professional comedian. She can do any show she wants. I believe she can handle it fully without me in.
It was awkward.
Yeah, J Mo kind of made an ass out of himself, but
no, not really. Not really.
Not really. Well, when you got him disagreeing with you on that particular show, you know, it's not a good thing. You know, like everybody's supposed to agree over there. That's the whole game. It's an alternate reality over there many times. So in that case, it did not really help Mr. X Live. You know, that first appearance that the two of them made together there on the show, not the first appearance, but the first time as a couple when they had come back from their trip. And she made a certain statement, or he, you know, I mean, I guess she's the one who said it. And he verified it, but he shouldn't have verified it, I think. She said that he couldn't ejaculate, he couldn't finish, that's what it was. He didn't finish the whole weekend. He should have said, that's not true. So what he's saying is that when he proclaimed his love for Tass, it was because I wanted to trick her into revealing that she's a girl and be a girl. I outed her as a female. Well, she's never identified as anything other than a female. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what is said about it. It's just not the truth. What she said, I'll say it again for the 10,000th fucking time. My God. What she said was very simple. What she said is that, like, when people would presume, when she would draw stuff, you know, for like Fox News or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think Fox News, she was a female, you know, but like if there were fans, does anybody who just spoke to her as if she was a guy. She didn't go around saying, I'm a girl. You know, she wouldn't correct it because it just didn't she just didn't care. So that's not identifying as a male, okay? I mean, is it? That's not going, I identify as a male. For years before, she identified as a male. Shut the fuck up, Karmic, you fucking liar. You're such a fucking liar. It's not nice, but he does it to protect himself because he has to have some reason that doesn't involve like, oh, I was just like really taken in and like she said love chul. I mean, he went on for days about this shit. You use that word around me, you better mean it. It's all in his fucking stream. It's all in his stream. You can go see it yourself. I mean, I know there's a lot to dig through, but it's there, okay? All right, so now this is a new one now, even newer. It has to do with another thing that happened with Taz. Wait, I should explain. As you may recall, or may not, but you probably do. And if you don't recall it, you can look at a video on this channel called Karmicx Spills His Guts. All right, now what that is Karmic came on this show after it was my Rumble show. Karmic was live. He was saying all this shit about Taz and how he wanted to eat her out, on and on and on. And it was really, man, it was way beyond the pale. You know, I mean, like, you know, I know that Mersh watched it, and it was really gross. And so then he was like, well, he wanted to come on my show, and I was like, I didn't really want him. I didn't want her to be uncomfortable. You know, she was on the show. And I was like, for $50, how about that? You can buy your way onto the show. Now, I didn't think there was any fucking way he was going to take $50 out of his pocket to come on my show, but he did. In fact, he didn't. He didn't do that because she goes, hey, make it $100. And I go, okay, for $100, come on the show. And he paid it almost instantly, so we ended up letting him on. Now, his explanation for that, obviously what it really was, you know, he had figured out that, like, yeah, this is, I'm mad at her. I'm really mad at her for not, like, getting into me, so I'm going to turn it into a vile physical thing.
She Sleaze Stack comedian ever leaves, you still have Taz, right? You going to eat that Taz twat? Good work.
I was never interested in Taz that way. I was just saying it because she's in a relationship with Dixon. I was getting the goat is what I was calling it. Getting their goats. I was revealing things that those two were an item, and I think they are. I know they are, and there's nothing wrong with that, but why keep it private? You know, but I digress. So that's what the Taz deal was. I assumed that those two were in a relationship, and I was like, I don't give a shit if you guys are in a relationship. So I tested that theory out. People don't believe me when I say it, but I'm more calculated than motherfuckers give me credit for. I'm willing to fall on a goddamn sword to get some information. That's how I do things. I'm fucking crazy. Like my reputation, I will throw it out the fucking window in order to get interesting information out of people. And I think I did. I work in mysterious ways.
Well, there's nothing mysterious about it. Somebody lying to get out as I wanted to prove they were an item. I'll do some crazy shit to get some information. Okay, what information did he get? I mean, like, I don't understand. I was trying to prove they were an item. So I started talking about eating her pussy, and I did it for about half an hour in the most vile, disgusting way possible. Then, what happened? Nothing. You came on the show, and nothing happened. I don't know what about that he thinks revealed anything. I mean, nothing was what I don't even understand what he's claiming. And I think I did. What? What did you reveal? What was revealed after that? He thinks he like pushed some kind of button, some kind of magic button, and made that, and like people now agree with what he's saying. I mean, like I don't understand. I really don't understand. You claiming you saying going on, and I frankly think it wasn't out of lust or anything like that. It sounded lustful. It sounded disgusting. It was hyper graphically sexual, which fits because he happens to be a hypergraphic sexual. And it was obviously designed to like harass and annoy her. You know, I mean, it was an aggressive thing. Yeah, it would be like me, like talking about how, name a female, you know. I mean, this is the second time he's done this. The second time that he's been like, they're an item and they have a past. That was with Mary Jane. They have a history. They Zoom sex together. It's all lies. It's just not true. And it's gross because that was also to get him out of, you know, to get him out of trouble. Because that way he could not have Mary Jane on, and it wasn't just because his girlfriend's jealous, because that's all it is. Girlfriend was already pre-jealous because we had a history. So I'm just a little reluctant to book anybody with a history with Pat Dixon. Anybody, and then he's like, "Oh, what? I said they worked together. I never said they did anything." It's just I don't get how anybody fucking doesn't see all this shit, and I know some of you do. But it's the pattern of lying and the ease with which you'll accuse people of shit, and of a lot worse too. By the way, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. He was saying today, because I watch him. I do. I'm allowed to watch him. My mommy lets me watch Karmicx live. I wish he would watch my show. Then he might know that it's like really clear, but. Maybe you guys should encourage him to watch it. I don't know. Is there any way you guys can do that? Just encourage him. Just say, hey, have you seen Pat's show? It's really good. Maybe you should watch. He's not just saying he doesn't watch it either. What happens is Ron Fuddle watches it, and then Ron Fuddle reports to him what she wants him to know or what she wants him to think. Because that's the kind of situation it is, cult-like. I wasn't lying, you know. Everybody says I was lying about the drinking and everything. I wasn't lying. I just wasn't talking about it.
Some things I just don't admit to the world, and it doesn't mean I'm lying about it. It's just that I don't talk about it. So I don't lie to anybody who was saying I was lying earlier. It's just that some things just don't need to be brought up. And I figured my little sip of booze here and there.
Yeah, we can see everything that led up to it, you know. I mean, like, he's been saying, I'm clean and sober. Sober as a preacher. I am sober. I don't do nothing now. All that shit he's been saying. It's not just not talking about it. He's been saying, actively saying, I'm not doing that shit. So, okay, fine. Whatever. And I don't care. Whatever. Lie to everybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying it really demonstrates how dumb he thinks his audience is. And how dumb he thinks everybody is. Everybody is? Yeah. He thinks everybody is a fucking idiot. It's... I guess when you have so many people, it just the accountability there just gets dispersed, and you just, you know, like, I don't have it. Like, no one person is gonna like be like, oh, this guy is fucking lying about this, he's lying about that. Nobody. I mean, like, some maybe, but I mean, people in the comments do, and in the chat. I guess that's all that you can do. Such a fucking liar. And, you know, and again, he does it in such a disrespectful way. I wasn't lying about that. You lied about it during that show. He sat there and told Mersh during the show, no, I haven't been drinking. I haven't been drinking. Then he admits it. So there you go. No, I didn't lie, though. You know how it goes. You know, when you want to have some fun with somebody and you say they shit all over each other and video it. And here's the other thing. Why doesn't he say what it is that Buckman said? You know, that thing he said. Oh, my God. Do a direct quote. Show a clip. Show a fucking clip of what Buckman said and let people go, oh, he said nothing. And a lot of people already know that anyways. Nobody's even saying that anymore. Oh, that thing he said, he needs to ask forgiveness. Fuck you, Karmic. How many things have you said that you need to ask forgiveness for? You know, you should be apologizing to everybody all the fucking time. You say more fucking disgusting, awful shit. He's like, oh, I apologize for my wording there. You know, I did. Did you? For your wording as far as the yeast infection and everything. Oh, that one thing? Really? Yeah. And then I later, I said I wanted to eat his dead mom's pussy, And it got to a point where I'm like, dude, just stop saying these things. It's fucking, it's embarrassing it's embarrassing me for you. Maybe you shouldn't go, saying like, oh, man, I want to eat Dixon's dead mom's pussy. I'll dig her up. But he just has no shame. And as we know, Karmic will never see any of this. He ain't allowed, y'all. Can you imagine the woman who wants that sort of control to tell you what to watch and then she watches it anyway? And the funny thing is, Karmic is like, oh, she's been watching him the last couple of months just to monitor, like since he started. He wants to make sure she's not talking about him, which he is. Why? People talk about people all the fucking time. People talk about Karmic and Ron Fuddle all the fucking time. So what's the fucking problem with me doing it, right? I know more about it than they do. I know more about it than you do, Karmic, which you won't see this. But I know more about it than Karmic. I'm more qualified to discuss his relationship than he is. I mean, look, I don't expect anybody. Look, I mean, I'm happy that you guys watch. Very happy. And I'm happy to have the viewers I have and all that. It's I mean, but I understand sometimes if I do a 7-hour stream, if I do a, like what? I don't know. I mean, they get long sometimes, I mean, like, they say, oh, she's been watching him for the last couple of months, to monitor it. She's been watching me since forever. She's watched everything I've done forever. He wants to carry on and won't stop talking about her. Can you imagine still talking about your ex after all that time? Yeah. I've experienced that myself. I know how annoying that can be, Karmic. You know what I mean? I do understand how annoying that can be. This is what happened to me, This is what she did to me. This is what she came back and talked about me for a long time. And yet, none of this gets pointed out, right? He talking about her all the time. Fuckface McGee, the jealous ex-boy. What? Jealous, bitter. He says, I do it completely out of spite. And then he goes, he's making money off it. He's doing it. He's writing my name. Which one is it? Completely out of spite, he said. And also, he's making money. He's doing it to dick ride him. I mean, again, I've said it before. How do you think she got on any shows? How do you think she ever had anybody pay any attention to her in this world? You know the truth. She was saying my name. She used my name, dude. She used my name. Can we watch a couple of minutes of Melton's thing here? This is Doom. Melton watching Doom.
With every stream, I'm clawing my way to prominence. People know it.
So he got called retarded, and here he is proving he's not by using his hand as a Kleenex as usual.
You're getting a lot of liberties, Bedabbler. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of
You're getting a lot of liberties
going on.
I can't.
Are you going to jump off?
I wasn't even going to do a show today.
We're waiting for the results of the IQ test.
What?
STDs.
No, IQs.
Oh,
Wait, you took an IQ test?
those are different letters.
I mean, I'd like to.
What do you mean you'd like to?
Can you imagine a relationship? Has this ever happened to you in your lifetime where your partner has wanted you to get an IQ test as a prerequisite to be with them? Men or women? I'd like to know this. Has this ever happened? Where your partner comes to you and they're like, I'm not sure if I want to be with you. We need to get you an IQ test. This is crazy. This has been brushed over like it's nothing. This is madness. Imagine your partner being like, I'm not sure yet if I want this long term. We need to submit you to an IQ test.
I finally did it, folks.
She presented it to me like it would be fun. We should get IQ tests. We should test your IQ. I think what she wanted to know was just who had the higher IQ. I think in Karmic's case it might be a little different. She wanted to know, something else. She wanted to know if he was exactly how low it was.
Who cares who calls you retarded on the internet? Who cares? So, be a retard. Who gives a shit? Does that make it true when people call you things on the internet?
I mean, look at what he calls everybody. He calls everybody all kinds of shit. Jesus. He called Ari Jane a fucking super tip. Called Tass a super tip whore. Called Ari Jane a fucking grifter and a dabble whore. She was trying to get views. He said, views on what? I mean, he just called Rocco a cocksucker. What all has he called me? I can't even keep up.
It's been said, and it's 100% true. He's not built for this. He thinks he's going to be a star. He thinks he's great at it. He thinks he's going to blow up. He's rising to prominence. He's not built for this. He's too sensitive.
I know that's said, and I don't necessarily disagree, but look how it turns out. He throws a fucking tantrum, and he gets he lies about Mersh. He throws a tantrum about Rocco. He lies to Felicia, and they all come on his show. And he winds up with the biggest show he's ever had and makes buku cash. So what's the motivation not to do this? I would argue that what he's doing is fucking working, man. It's a con job. His tantrums are real, but he also knows what they do. He's like, that's a mutual thing. I get eyes and everything. Like, he knows. You think it's when he says, like, I know people won't believe it, but I'm a lot more fucking conniving than people think I am. A lot more calculated, he said. Come on, I mean, maybe he's not. But maybe not being built for this is sort of like that's his default positioning character-wise. Like, oh, yeah, I know, I'm so upset. And I have no doubt there's something about somebody who just is a raw fucking nerve, and they're like, give it to me. You know what I mean? And when people do, I don't know. I just can't say that this is not serving him well. I mean, it seems to me like it's serving him very fucking well.
I didn't want to get to this point, but it got to that after a lot of prodding. It got to this point, and I care about you.
What is he talking about? After a lot of prodding, it got to this point. After a lot of prodding, you drank? Who prodded you to drink? After a lot of prodding, it got to the point. Oh, no, after a lot of prodding, you revealed it. After a lot of prodding...
Yes.
After a lot of prodding, you admitted it.
Yeah.
But I understand.
See, that's because in his mind, that's the problem, is that he was forced to admit it. In his mind, he was forced to admit it. And that's the issue. It doesn't have anything. He's not sorry about drinking. He's not sorry about lying to her. He's sorry that it became public. And that's why he's talking like this. Well, after a lot of prodding, this happened. I was unable to maintain my, lie there in the face of Mersh. And he says a lot of prodding? 6 minutes. Time it. It's about 6 minutes it took him. So that's not... Hey, if you ever get arrested with Karmic, roll over immediately, man. You won't. The clock's ticking. You got 6 minutes at most. Okay. Yeah, she wanted to do it publicly because she needs to correct the record because he felt that he was putting it on her. So she needed to come in and make this point that, like you said,
it's like, to me, I consider this private, but
Yeah.
if you would rather talk privately, I would. But,
I would too.
that's okay. He just said, I would too. She goes, if you would rather talk about it privately than I would too. Okay, then you're agreed.
To me, I consider this private. Yeah, me too. I'd rather do this privately. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm doing it here.
But me girlfriend wants to do it public. And this is her. And she ignores him when he goes, yeah, me too. I would too. She completely ignores it and just goes on, with what she's saying.
publicly about it, but
Absolutely.
since I did, come on, I'll say that I just feel like you're forgetting a couple of things that I'd like to remind you of, which is that from the beginning, I did tell you where I stood.
Yes.
Listen to this now.
And I also, whenever we hung out, we had a great time. And I didn't really realize, I didn't start to think that it was a problem for you until, the last week that we hung out.
So she told him, I can't be with somebody who has a drinking and drug problem, I guess. I don't know if she's straight edge or she had a problem and she got sober.
No, it's none of that's true. She drinks, She doesn't drink to excess, but she drinks like a normal person.
But apparently the last week they were together, he was having a real problem.
Right.
And when I brought it up to you,
She didn't want to bring it up the first weekend. I mean, like, what exactly could have happened during that third week that made it a problem? No, she was aware of it the whole time. She just wasn't going to make it a thing, from at the beginning of the however long they were going to stay together. So, she timed it to be the third week. Okay, now I'm starting to see an issue.
Like I failed you, but I cared. I cared so much about my time with you
That I've been drinking like an East Coast mentality.
that I'm willing. I even said to you, I was like, I'm willing to make changes in my world.
In my world. No one talks like this. I'd love to make changes in my world.
In order to.
Yeah, his day-to-day life, he considers his world. Anything he hears about is like, God, I don't want that in my world. Jeez. Say your world.
To be a better person for you. You are a high-level individual. And I want to be high-level too.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Oh,
Level me up.
no.
Talk
You
about
are
a
a
pedestal, huh?
high-level individual.
Yeah.
And I want to be
That is-
high level too.
Wow.
Let me up on your pedestal with ye. This guy, the thing is she does create that feeling though, like you are, she treats who she's dating now, just based on what he said and based on what I know, you are a second-class citizen. You know what I mean? It's like she has this just presumption of superiority at all times.
Well, yeah, that's the steps that she requires. Step one, you have to worship me.
Step one, hit it right.
Yeah.
And I want to do the best.
yeah, but here's
Why
the
you?
thing.
I want to do the best by you.
Oh,
I want to do the best.
It's the best.
Yeah,
you
but
remember
here's
that
the
part
thing,
when you said this should be private?
Yeah, but no, it can't be. It's not
it
allowed to
should
be. No, it
Yeah,
can't be.
no.
Yeah, because
Those aren't the rules. He knows the rules.
no. The whole point here is that like they both agreed. Like, let's do this. Should this be better in private? And then she
And
just
then
proceeded.
proceeded.
Me too. Yes, but then she keeps going. She ignores it because she needs this to be public. She needs to
Right.
publicly say, "You made it sound one way, but it's another." I would love to be able to just drop in the Karmic show and say, "No, you said it was this way, but look at this clip."
Yeah.
that is something that you actually
Imagine thinking this bitch is high level.
I've gone roaming the valley, men, to walking the trail of tears.
that's not going to help. That's not helpful.
No.
Right.
So
Yeah, I
I'm saying,
understand.
I do.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not about me. It's about
No,
what's
no, no.
healthy for
No,
you.
none of this has anything to do with me.
No, no.
I-
She's just a bystander, you know? I mean, come
I
on.
cleanse myself from this whole thing. Now, he's not allowed to watch this show.
Oh,
As I
okay.
said at the beginning, like what's going on right now in that household, the two of them together, or what, at the beginning of the show, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please let me watch Matt Dixon, please. No? Oh, please. Okay, I'll tell you what. You go brush your teeth, put your jammies on, and I'll let you watch the first 15 minutes.
Well, that's responsible parenting, Patch. He needs to protect him from things he's not prepared to witness. It's okay for her to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
She's okay with it.
yeah.
She can hear it. Well, she knows all this is true anyway.
I know you're drunk right now, so I don't even know if you'll remember this, but I'm trying to
See him
get you to
accept
pull
that
way
insult?
back,
Yes.
view it as a bigger picture.
Yes.
Say,
That little dig right there, you could see him just go, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what he
well,
fucking. Wouldn't you hate that? Wouldn't you fucking hate that?
and it wouldn't be at this point. It was already done.
I mean,
Damn
jeez.
it. She's humiliated him time and time again.
Yeah, I know
And
you're
then-
drunk now, so
and
you
you're-
probably won't remember this.
and I know you're drunk right now, so I don't even know
Look at
if
him.
you'll remember this, but I'm trying to get you to pull
Yeah,
way
you're
back,
right.
and you
Yeah, he's blacked out. He's not going to remember anything.
I don't think it's healthy for you to do it that way. But that's only if you want to stop using substances and drinking. If you don't, and you don't feel like it's a problem for you, then that's fine, you know?
Earlier that day.
F. Young. But is she going to meet your wants and needs? Drop FG. Well, I told her not to watch Pat Dixon's show, but she refuses to not watch it. So there.
Oh, my goodness.
She told me not to watch it anymore.
So there.
And I abided by that rule, but she still wants to watch it.
Okay.
So I'm done with everybody.
Now this was the next day. Okay,
Well,
that's what we heard the very next day. This is what was
And
said.
yeah,
Okay.
I am just dealing with it the only way I can. So
Does that include the fact you said it yourself, by the way, and I have to ask you, you said Felicia can't help herself but watch Pat Dixon's show. Is this true?
she has to make sure that she's not being talked about. So there is a reason, because I don't blame her. I don't want, if I had an ex who was talking about me night in, night out, I'd be sick about it too. So she's watching just to make sure that everything is copacetic and cool. So as of the last few months, yeah, he's been using her name and my name for his own fucking profit, this piece of shit. So yeah, there is a problem there. So I personally made the choice to not watch that shit because I didn't want to be associated with these people. I didn't.
No, is that what he just said?
no.
Did he say he personally made a choice?
Well, yeah.
This sounds like correcting the record. He's saying now that, and this was right after this, and
Yeah.
you know, since he doesn't watch himself back, right?
Right.
Then, like he has no idea what he said, you know, allegedly. So it has to be told to him. Listen, you need to correct the record on this, okay? Because that's not good that you said that. It looks bad for me.
He's just making sure that her name is being kept the fuck out, which it isn't. And it's unfortunate because she's trying to put all of this shit behind her
Yeah, that's why she came out of
No.
nowhere a year after we broke up to talk about me nonstop. She's been talking about me actually all the time, making all kinds of really trying to ruin my reputation. And like, I mean, dude, where the
Right.
fuck have you been? She's trying to put
But-
this behind her now, though.
Oh, is she?
That's what he just said.
That's
No, she
not
wants
how
to
you
all
put.
this
That's not how
behind
you
her.
put something behind.
No, it was behind
watching
her.
all the time. Watching
No.
it all the time. That's
Watch
not how you
every
do.
night, and she's been watching every night,
Yeah.
every stream that I've done since 2023.
Now, if you're going to be her, he's wanting to be her boyfriend. She won't let go of the ex. That's deal breaker from get go right there.
You would think.
It's like, look, I don't want to hear about Pat Dixon anymore. Stop watching him. And she says no. Well, all right then. Good luck with that.
Yeah. That's the way to leave it behind. Quit watching and quit talking about it. But you know what? It's like, I don't care about that now because I'm going to talk about it all I fucking want. What do you want? You're going to tell me what to say? She's going to, oh, I'm sorry. Is Felicia trying to put it behind her now? Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I could get the timing there. You know. Yeah. She said everything she wanted to say. I'm back on YouTube. Yeah, of course she wants to fucking put it away now.
And she doesn't deserve this asshole shitting on her. And he's trying to...
Nobody's shitting on her. We're talking about facts.
do it on...
He just said I was doing it for profit. Now it's pure spite and anger.
Yeah, well, it's a buffet.
You're right about.
of
I
options.
do believe that.
She just doesn't believe... She doesn't deserve that. She really don't. She doesn't deserve that shit. And it wouldn't got to this point if fucking Pat Dixon kept his fucking mouth shut. But no, he won.
If it wouldn't have got to this point, if I would have kept my mouth shut, do you believe the fucking gall of rewriting history like this?
From him, yes.
Holy shit, though.
Yeah, I know.
No, when you had a certain someone on the phone line who was on the phone, I don't know. I just think they could have been way more honest with you.
Yeah, she was. She was absolutely honest. That was an honest conversation we had. Honestly. Honest.
But you said
Honestly. Honest.
I don't even remember.
All right. Capital H.
But it felt honest. And then we did talk later and cleared up a lot of the nonsense that...
Yeah, we cleared up a lot of the nonsense later. I'm aware. Yes, of course. It was extremely dishonest. No question about it. Wow.